Well, if you're looking to buy a new drone, it likely won't be from a foreign country. In the last week, the Federal Communications Commission added foreign-made drones to its ban list. That means new drones from companies like DJI and some critical components will no longer be able to get new approvals in the U.S. And it's why I talked with Will Dawson, the founder of the Agricultural Drones Initiative. Now, he walks us through national security concerns and what it means for industries using drones. Will, thank you for being here. The first question I want to get to is national security. That was one of the big things that the White House cited when they were releasing this information. I mean, tell us, is this a real threat for the United States?
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me on. I think the question of national security is obviously front of mind for everybody. For the individual user, it's easy to understand why you go, look, I'm just operating this on my farm. There are satellite images. There are a lot of other ways to collect this data. What's the significance here? Um, from a broader national security standpoint, drones collect a lot of information and send it back to their manufacturers reasonably. China has a lot of laws on their books to coerce manufacturers to surrender individual user data. So that's sort of the broader national security concern. For agriculture specifically, the analogy I always use is imagine a trade delegation shows up from China to Brazil or America to negotiate soybean prices, as happened in Brazil a while back. And they say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Yesterday, we found out that all of the drones that we make in China turned off on all of your farms, and none of your farmers could work yesterday. We're so sorry to hear that. We're really glad to hear that they're working again today. Let's negotiate prices." And so that sort of soft coercion, right, the ability to to functionally turn off your tractors at will, I think is the major national security concern.
And how much of the current U.S. drone fleet is from foreign countries?
So that's a tough question to answer. The FAA reports about 17,000 registered drone operators. We estimate it's probably closer to 10,000, and you can probably assume 1.5 to 2 ag drones to an operator. A lot of that's, a lot of the response that this is driven by is that there are a lot of problems around smuggling and under registration and products being brought into this country without a lot of insight. So we anticipate between 15 to 20,000 operating agricultural drones, and probably 8 to 10,000 operators. Probably 85 to 90% of those are Chinese or foreign made.
And so if you have a foreign-made drone, can you still fly it in the U.S. under these new rules?
So this is the really important thing to keep in mind. The FCC has gotten a lot of grief online for this, but they are really being thoughtful about this, and they're doing it in a pretty smart way. I want to be explicitly clear. There's never been a discussion about removing drones from individuals, or barring privately owned products from flying. People can sort of think of it as a freeze, say like the current state of the market is what it's going to be moving forward.
Now let's go to the impact. I mean, what does this mean for farmers or people looking to buy drones? I know a number of people personally who have models that are made from foreign countries. What are they going to look at going forward?
It's a great question and something ADI is working hard on. I think we've got some interesting projects in the pipeline that'll solve that, reshoring the manufacturing a lot of these products, and some of the policy work that we're doing right now will help ensure that, for the American farmer, if you see something, in a similar piece of software, something like that, that you want to integrate into your drone, hopefully that'll be easier, because I think that this technology, like I said, is just getting started. I think it's got tremendous opportunities for savings on irrigation, fertilizer, pesticide application, making farmers safer. I think swarming, the potential to operate more than one drone with one operator is really is something that's exciting and on the horizon, as is night operations. So I think that the hope is that I think this is going to transform a lot of the industry, and 10 to 15 years from now, we'll be looking on this a lot of the way we looked at cell phones in 2007 or 2008.
Well, thanks for joining us today, Will.